I remember. My father used to be a lumberjack, and as his son, I often assisted him in cutting down trees. I enjoyed helping my father, feeling a sense of pride and connection with him. However, one particular night, my mother wasn't feeling well. Her temperature was running high, so my father went out to gather herbs to alleviate her symptoms. Concerned for my mother's well-being, I decided to offer her my futon, hoping it would provide some relief. I asked her how she felt, and she mentioned feeling cold. In an attempt to warm her up, I embraced her tightly and reassured her that father would return home soon. Meanwhile, my father faced the challenges of stormy and rainy weather in his quest for the necessary herbs. Despite the adverse conditions, he persisted, climbing hills and overcoming obstacles to obtain them. Tragically, he slipped and fell during this endeavor, losing his life that day. The loss of both my beloved parents was a devastating blow for me at the tender age of 10. For a while, I felt utterly alone, but I later discovered that I actually had a twin brother. He came into my life when I turned 11, and although we were siblings, our personalities differed significantly. One day, my brother made a troubling assertion that compassion holds no benefit for others. According to him, helping someone else had no meaningful impact. I vehemently disagreed, stating that our father had told us otherwise. I firmly believed that extending help to others ultimately proved advantageous for everyone involved. In response to my defense of our father's words, my brother callously remarked, "You can't trust the word of a man who died trying to save someone else." His statement struck a nerve, leaving me bewildered and hurt. "Why would you say such a thing?" I questioned him. He simply replied, "In the end, the past never changes." My brother possessed a sharp and biting tongue. Curiously, I sensed a resemblance between his demeanor and my own when I lacked memories of our shared past. Living alone with him felt suffocating, and I couldn't help but think he harbored animosity toward me. He appeared cold and distant, further fueling my negative perception of him. Time passed, and the scorching heat of summer enveloped us. The relentless heat made us irritable, even during the nights, which offered no respite. One night, as I got up to quench my thirst, a disturbing sight unfolded before my eyes. A demon had infiltrated our humble abode. Panic set in as the demon launched an attack toward me. However, my brother courageously stood his ground, shielding me from harm. In the midst of the struggle, the demon managed to wound my brother, severing his left arm. Mocking my brother's injury, the demon laughed callously. "Poor lumberjacks like you are useless anyway," it cheered. "Whether you're here or not, it makes no difference. Your lives are worthless." A surge of indescribable rage consumed me, emanating from the depths of my being. From that point onward, my memory becomes hazy, and I struggle to recall the events that followed.